Hello Explorer, thanks for joining us again and welcome to our channel. Here at Explorer, we go beyond borders to bring you inspiring content and also some very educating information. Today we shall be looking at some of Africa's most inspiring and contemporary African writers that you knew or you might have never heard before. Some of them are seasoned experts and some of them also have written great books that have been read in different universities across the world. Some are seasoned lecturers and experts in their field. We shall be also looking into the details and the reason why they made this particular list. We shall also be reviewing on a case-by-case basis based on their different experiences. As you may find out through the whole process in analyzing all of their work, you'll be able to come to conclusion as to why they've made this top list. Without any much ado, here are some of Africa's authors who captured African story and deliver it in as vividly as possible all over the world. The African stories are by far some of the most interesting stories in the world. The continent is culturally and ethnically diverse that results in dimensional literature coming out from prolific writers. The African authors will often have important themes in their stories. This includes things like the gender inequality, political instability, economic turmoil, colonial wars, and also post-colonial identity. They have written with all aspects around the globe, touching different areas which will affect human nature, and some of them are remembered in different ways. But we found it very interesting to make sure we bring this to you for your own personal review. Without any much ado, we shall just be able to go straight into it. Here are the top prolific writers across the African continent. Number 1, Chinua Achebe. Born in Nigeria, African literature can never be mentioned without Chinua Achebe. He is one of the world's most praised writers. He wrote some of the most extraordinary works of the 21st or the 20th century rather, which can ever be remembered. His most famous novel, Things Fall Apart, that was written in 1958, is a depiction of the clash between traditional values and also the effects of colonial rules, as well as gender tensions in patriarchal societies. He is also a literary critic who has openly criticized some novels over the years that talked about really tense topics. He's been known and he was a seasoned professor. He's taught in some well-renowned universities around the world, mostly in the United States, in Nigeria, and in other parts of the world. He is a great person and has stamped his authority with regards to the African continent. Number 2, Nuruddin Farah. The Somalian-born writer has numerous plays, novels, and short stories, all of which revolve around his experience in his native country. The title of his first novel, that's called A Crooked Rib in 1970, stems from a Somalian proverb: God created women from a crooked rib, and anyone who tries to strengthen it breaks it. It is a commentary on the suffering of women in Somalian society. His other works revolve around other social critics or criticism themes and also dealing with war and post-colonial identity. He is a great person that his work has been used by numerous universities across the world, and he's been known for being very straight to making his point that impact society. Number 3, Mariama Ba. The Senegalese-born writer, Mariama Ba is one of Africa's most influential female writers. She is famous, of course, for addressing gender inequalities in Senegal and the wider African areas. The issues she addresses in her work are inspired by the challenges she faced as a woman. She struggles to get access to education and was left to fend for 9 children after divorcing a prominent politician. Her frustrations towards gender inequalities she experienced can be noted in her brilliant novel So Long a Letter that was written in 1981. Number 4. Petina Gappah. The brilliant author was born in Gappah Belt province in Zambia and raised in Zimbabwe. Petina is a powerful voice who, in her novel, depicts the Zimbabwean life mostly post-independence. She captures the economic turmoil, social relations, and the political landscape. She is a qualified lawyer without any formal writing education. Her first book, a compilation of short stories, which is titled An Elegy for Ellie, that was written in 2009. What she were looking at, for example, was set to depict what it meant to be Zimbabwean in recent time. She was awarded the Guardian First Book Award for the novel. She is one of the leading voices of Zimbabwean life, as well as struggles past the present in the country. Number 5. Kwei Armah. His book is famous for intense social and political devastation and frustration in Ghana. He is influenced by French philosophers, and his work revolves around themes of despair and disillusion. His most famous work, The Beautiful Ones Are Not Yet Born, was written in 1968. Shows an unnamed character trying to understand himself and his country in the wake of post-independence. Number 6. Dinaw Mengetsu. Dinaw Mengetsu is an Ethiopian author who is known for his novels, which includes Children of the Revolutions in 2007, and the second one is also How to Read the Air in 2010. They also have a couple of novels that could always be read. The recurring theme in his novels is one of the different individuals in migration, or mentioning immigrating to the United States in search of new life. He is a recipient of the 5th Under 35 Award from the National Book Foundation, the 20 Under 40 Award for the New Yorker, and the 2012 MacArthur Foundation Genius Grant. His stories resonate with many Africans who travel abroad to fashion new lives. Number 7. Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. Chimamanda is one of the leading world-renowned African authors. Her works are mainly characters-driven and vividly outlines the Nigerian political and social landscapes. Her novel, Purple Hibiscus, that was in 2003, deals with lives during the military coup in Nigeria, while Americana, in 2013, is an insightful portrayal of Nigerian immigrant life and race relations in America and the Western world. Adichie's work have been accorded with appraisals and numerous awards. She is a great writer in her field. Number 8. Okwiri Oduor. Okwiri Oduor is an upcoming Kenyan author who made her mark in the literature world after writing or winning the 2014 Ken Prize for her short stories, My Father's Herd. The short story explores themes of loneliness, memory loss as narrator struggles with dealing with death of her father. Although this is her only major contribution to the literary world, her writing prowess and the impact of her work cannot be ignored. Number 9. Ngugi wa Thiong'o. Ngugi wa Thiong'o, he is one of Africa's most important and influential post-colonial writers. He wrote most of his first novels in English, centralizing the themes of post-colonial identity versus colonial powers and cultures. He was imprisoned for a year without trial for staging a political controversial play. After his release, he began writing in his native Gikuyu and Swahili. His language switch was caused by his idea that use of African native language is a key tool for decolonizing the mindset and also the culture of African readers and writers. The last but not the least is Aminatta. Raised in Sierra Leone, Forna first drew attention to her memoir, The Devils That Dance on Water, 2003, an extraordinary account of her family's experience living in a war-torn Sierra Leone. And in a particular, her father's tragic fate as a political dissident. Forna has written numerous other novels, all of which are critical acclaimed places, and she's been awarded and also recognized for her great achievement. There are, however, other great writers across the African continent, but we feel that these particular 10 we've put together have made some outstanding contribution into the African writers recognition landscape. Hopefully that this particular information has informed you. If you feel there is writers or other persons that will meet this particular criteria that was set out, we will also like to hear from you and tell us why they should be able to feature in this list. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and we'll be looking forward to meeting you again in our next episode. If you are new to our channel, we want to encourage you to subscribe and share our videos. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Bye-bye.